Hey guys, and welcome to a new and updated Double Experience Weekend guide for the Double Experience Weekend extended version. So when you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So for the people that do not know, the Double Experience Weekend extended version is 36 hours of 100% extra base experience over a period of 10 days. It is up to your personal choice on how you want to spend these 36 hours of double experience over that period of 10 days. If you want, you can do it in 2 full days or just do 3.6 hours per day for 10 days. A lot of experience boosts do not stack during double experience weekend except for bonus experience for 300% XP, pulse cores, cinder cores, and the Valentine Slam, and possibly, I don't exactly know for sure, but I'm pretty sure previous double experience weekends have had this. Skill outfits work as well, with some exceptions like the skilling gloves, like the smithing gauntlets, do not stack with double experience weekend. Some other experience boosting items or activities that are also not stacked are the following: experience lamps and tomes, the cremation ability, urns, effigy experience brawling gloves, any altar, so the chaos or gilded altar do not work during double experience weekend, quest experience rewards, daily challenge experience rewards, distraction and diversions, sacred clay, the assist system, strange and golden rocks, and stuff that is similar. This should give you a good view on what is double during double experience weekend and what isn't. Invention is another great example. You do not gain double the experience for siphoning or disassembling your equipment. You do, however, get plus 50% extra item experience, meaning you can level up your weapons, equipment, or tools to siphon or disassemble much quicker. You do get double the experience disassembling small items like, let's say, vials for components though, but that really isn't that much. You also get double the experience for learning the blueprints. Some items you want to be saving up for double experience are the following, because you can benefit from them even more on double experience weekend: skilling dummies, so hunter dummies, slayer dummies, thieving dummies, etc. Protein packs and protein items, because they give so much more experience per protein. Portables, so portable wells and such, if you aren't using the portables FC or spreadsheet. Silverhawk feathers and Silverhawk down, because you get double the experience per Silverhawk feather, making them much more worth the money. The new cinder and regular pulse cores, and any of the supplies you need, so raw items for cooking, herblore supplies for training herblore, just the items you want to have beforehand before double experience weekend hits, or in this case the extended version hits. Otherwise you have to buy them during double experience weekend, and buy limits can be very annoying. Not to mention you're going to be paying much more for the same item. Now let's talk a bit about maximizing your experience during Double Experience Weekend Extended. Now you may be thinking, hold up, you don't need to grind anymore, you don't need to be efficient anymore because it's a extended version of the weekend. That doesn't per se have to be true. You can still maximize your experience over those 10 days by being smart. Maximizing your experience and being efficient can be as simple as just wearing your Silverhawks while fletching or doing herblore during Double Experience Weekend to train 2 skills at once. But it can also be much more than that. You can also, for example, do farming runs while training with Silverhawks and doing another skill. Speaking of farming, that's the skill that will be extended to level 120 pretty soon, so you may or may not want to train that skill. Now, if you play efficiently with farming, you can play 3.6 hours a day for 10 days, and those 3.6 hours can be spread over an entire day to maximize your experience if you really want to get every single drop of farming experience out of your farming runs. Take this simple example on screen, with magic and palm trees being the best trees for experience that you can basically buy, with some exceptions, but they take 480 and 960 minutes to grow respectively. You have 1440 minutes in a day, meaning you can do a possible 3 and 1.5 farm runs for those 2 trees a day. That is, if you're logging in efficiently, and most of you guys watching probably won't do this, but this is an option. You'll have to be logging in the middle of the night to do this, which is going to be pretty annoying, but if you want to maximize farming experience, this is the way to go, as you can do a possible 30 runs over those 10 days, and 15 palm tree runs. So that's a lot of experience you can squeeze and get doubled by Double Experience Weekend Extended, as long as you don't exceed those 3.6 hours a day. And you can still do other stuff while doing this, and you can even apply this logic to herb runs or other runs for farming experience, your daily crystal tree, which gives you 30k experience if it's doubled, and stuff like that. Now let's go to another example of maximizing your experience and why you should be spending your money on Double Experience Weekend anyways. I'm sure not everyone spends all their money on Double Experience Weekend, and you shouldn't be spending all of your money, but you should consider to spend more money than you want to spend on faster, expensive training methods if they are much faster than the cheaper methods. Take this simple example on screen. An expensive method to get a certain goal, let's say 99, takes 15 hours compared to a cheap method which takes 45 hours. The cost, however, for the expensive method is 5 times as much as the cheap method. However, you are saving yourself 30 hours of training, which is a lot, and if you value your time for 3.33 million, this will be worth it. This means with the 30 hours you've saved using the expensive method, if you can make 3.33 million GP per hour, you might as well do that, because otherwise the 30 hours you're spending more doing the slower method, trying to save yourself money, which is only 220k an hour to train, it just seems like the better option, and I think this applies to Double Experience Weekend even more if you're training skills that require you to gather things beforehand, like summoning, where you can save 8 hours for every hour of training on Double Experience Weekend, or something close to that. The reason I'm mentioning this in this video is to make you aware of how many hours you can actually save by spending more money in game, because you might as well be doing that and making money on the side unless you really despise money making. And you can even apply this way of thinking to some IRL activities. I'm not even kidding. Think about it. And then we come to the part of skills. Now, you may or may not already know which skills you want to train. However, I'm going to be giving you guys some examples depending on your playstyle. If you're a PVMer or you want to become a PVMer, prioritize PVM buyable skills like summoning, herblore, and prayer if you're not trading on an altar like fire watches or cleansing crystals, because altar experience is not doubled. If you're going for max, prioritize the most time consuming skills and buyable skills, or just skills you don't like. Some examples would be crafting, smithing, and agility. If you're a skiller, prioritize the slow or most expensive skills, or skills that aren't AFK if you do not like non-AFK skills, like divination, like runecrafting, and fletching, and construction. If you're a mid-level player, I recommend you go for one of the 2 goals I'm going to be listing on screen. One is Elf City, which is 10 skills up to level 75, being construction, woodcutting, agility, dungeoneering, prayer, crafting, mining, herblore, summoning, and ranged. The other path is to prioritize getting invention unlocked, which requires level 80 divination, smithing, and crafting. Smithing and crafting being buyable skills, and divination being a slow skill. If you're a lower level player watching this video and this is your first Double Experience Weekend, do whatever you find the most useful to you or most boring to do without Double Experience Weekend so that you can get it out of the way. Or get some requirements for some high level quests done so that after Double Experience Weekend, which is extended, you can go ahead and quest and get your account some really nice unlocks. I definitely recommend buying your supplies way before Double Experience Weekend hits, because otherwise the price will be so much higher than it would be a month before Double Experience Weekend. So keep an eye on the market. Speaking of the market, let's just quickly talk about what happens during Double Experience Weekend. I just want to go ahead and say I'm no mercher, I'm no flipper. I have flipped items for Double Experience Weekend, and I know the general rules of flipping and how to flip, but I'm not going to be giving any items away because that would crash for everyone. But the general rule of thumb is when Double Experience Weekend is announced, prices rise like a massive spike because of the hype of people buying supplies. Then leading up to Double Experience Weekend, it crashes back down. You know, people start selling their weapons and armor for money to buy supplies, so usually tier 90s are cheaper at that point. During Double Experience Weekend, items are very expensive on the first day, and the second day when people are selling their spare supplies, they do crash back down, and you can buy those supplies and sell them 1 or 2 or maybe 3 months later for profit. However, this time it's Double Experience Weekend over a period of 10 days, so the market could be completely different in the way prices are affected by the Double Experience Weekend. We'll just have to wait to experience it. So to end this video off, remember to not rush out your goals and take it easy, because you can do that with the extended double experience weekend. Also, don't forget to drink water if you are grinding out a lot of hours in one day, and to take breaks every 2 hours and just walk around a bit for that blood flow. And with that being said, I hope this video was informative and useful, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.